Welcome back to game number 4 today, pool play between Diamond Elite Nationals and Prime Naturals on the Clearwater Fall Championship put on by USSSA, broadcast by, that's what I was trying to say, by USSSA Sports Network. I'm Doc. I'll be your commentator throughout the game. Also, make sure you check out our 9U action on the other field when you get a chance. And so warm-ups are taking place just real quick for the Diamond Elite. It's JP on the mound and Britt behind the plate. Or actually, did they change it? Let's see. Number 11, it's actually going to be Josh Dural, who's actually on the mound. So this is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a minute. So our first pitch is underway here for Prime Naturals. Wow, couldn't get that out. Brooks is at the plate. Jaden on deck. Owen will be the third batter for Prime Naturals. Second pitch from Josh, ball 2. And that is ball 3. So a 3-0 count to Brooks. I'll go through the rest of the lineup in just a minute, see what happens here. Called strike, and it's 3-1. So it's so Owen will be the third batter. Caden, Lucas, Sammy, Giovanni, Angel, Dylan, Luke, and Clay. And 3-1 pitch, ball 4. And the leadoff walk issued to Brooks to start things off here in the first inning. And first pitch from Josh to Jaden is ball 1. Again on deck is Owen. Caden will follow. And the 1-0 pitch. Called strike. And now it evens the count at 1 apiece. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And there goes Brooks. Ball in the dirt, and Brooks is safely into second base. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Brooks at second here in the top of the first inning, just getting away. Big swing and a miss by Owen, Jaden, and it's 2-2. Just getting underway here. The matchup between Prime Naturals and Diamond Elite Nationals. And there goes Brooks to third. Curveball inside. And it's ball 3 as Brooks goes to third. And here's the payoff pitch from Josh. Ball 4, and runners on the corners. So Owen steps in, Caden on deck.
There you go, Brooks.
And Brooks scores on the pass ball, and it's a 1-0 game, favor of the Naturals. Here in the top of the first inning. While Jaden stays at first, there goes Jaden. Ball low, throw down, or excuse me, called strike. He's safe. Foul ball. To Owen now. I believe it's 0-2 to Owen. With Jaden at second base. It's 1-2, excuse me. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a ball up. And it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball is just behind Owen's head. And it's a foul ball, just barely tipped the bat. So Jaden will go back to second base. So the count remains 2-2. And that makes it 3-2. So full count.
Pay attention.
It's pop fly on the infield. Second baseman coming over. Makes the catch. And that is 1 away. So 1 down. That's going to bring in Caden. Lucas on deck. Call strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Caden. 1 out, 1 on, 1 run in. We're in the top of the first inning. And the pitch. Ball up, throw down to third. That gets past the third baseman, going to left field. That's going to allow Caden to come in. Here's the throw home. And he's safe.
Start jogging, baby. Let's go.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runs in now. Ball up. And it's 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 2 outs. That brings in Lucas with Sammy on deck. And the pitch. Ball up and inside. It's a 1-0 count to Lucas. Again, Sammy on deck. 2 runs across so far in the top of the first for Prime Naturals. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike, and it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs.
Go, bud.
And the pitch. Call strike 3, and that is 3 outs. However, Prime Naturals pick up 2 runs on no hits, no errors. Well, 1 error, on the overthrow down to third. And nobody left on base at the end of a half inning. It is 2-0 Prime Naturals. Coming up for Diamond Elite is going to be Cam, Jaden, and Nate. I'll go over the rest of the lineup when we come back. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, folks, here we're back. Cam steps in the batter's box. Jaden's on deck. He'll be followed by Nate. There's the first pitch. Ball outside from Luke. Dylan on deck. Or excuse me, Dylan behind the plate. There's the pitch number 2. Ball just a bit inside. And it is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The rest of the lineup, so Nate will be followed by Britt, then Josh Eaker, Josh Giral, Brandon, Carter, Ski, Reed, and JP. Called strike, and it's 2-1. Or excuse me, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch.
31. Hey, Cam, pick yours. Right here. Pick it. We don't want to look at it, man.
So if my count's right, it's 2 and 2.
31. Hey, pick yours right now. Make it count. The best one right here, one.
So the other one must have been a ball when, anyway. All right, we'll go 3-1.
Good eye. Get down there.
All right, ball
get Palm
4.
over there. See the move first. See the move now.
All right, so Cam's on with a leadoff walk to start things off here in the bottom of the first. Jaden steps in. Nate on deck.
So let's go.
Again, thank you for joining us on the broadcast here at the USSSA Sports Network. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe on the videos and the live streams.
All right, read that next time. Let's go.
Nice block there by Dylan. And that kept Cam at first. Your like, share, subscribe doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us grow the channel to help us get advertisers and sponsors so we can enhance the experience for you, the fans, and these players. It's a ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly. Over to second. They get him. And first base, he is safe. So Jaden's on. One down. That brings in Nate.
He's stealing right here. Gotta watch the steal.
Britt's on deck. Foul ball. And it's an 0-1 count. Throw over. Back in time. Called strike 2. Yeah, it's 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Diamond Elite trails by 2 runs, 2-0. And the 0-2. And it's ball 1. Check the runner at first base. Nearly got him there. He got back just in time. Close play again. Back in time. Call strike 3, and that is 2 down. All right, so that'll bring in Britt with Josh Eaker on deck. First base is Jaden. There's the first pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Dylan. And it's 1-0. Called strike. That's 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Britt. Again, Josh Eaker on deck. Josh Giroux would be the next batter if we got that far. And here's the 1-2. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On second base is Jaden. Diamond Elite trails by 2. Ball 3. So full count now to Britt. Let's work it back. Britt is the current catcher for Diamond Elite. We are in the bottom of the first inning here. There's a line shot just over the third baseman's head. That's getting in for a hit. And runners on the corners. So a 2-out single by Britt. Looked like it was off of his handle of his bat, but just enough to get over the third baseman's head. Puts runners on first and third with 2 outs. And the pitch. There's a line shot in the right center field. That's getting down. That's going to score a run. And they get him a second. No run, did not score. It was the force out of second got him before that. So 3 outs. And we will give a single to Josh, but that is 3 outs. So Josh Eaker, that is. All right, so no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left at the end of 1 inning. Prime Naturals 2, Diamond Elite 0. Coming up for Prime Naturals is going to be Sammy, Giovanni, and Angel. This is Doc of the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. It's a live action here as Sammy steps in. Sammy and Owen happen to share the same number. On deck is Giovanni, and Angel will be the third batter this inning. Just so you all know, we do go mute. The reason we go mute is to block out, there's a ball outside to Sammy, is to block out music that could potentially delay the posting of the video. So you can go back and watch this game as much as you want after it's over. It's called strike, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Just underway in the top of the second inning. Prime Naturals up 2-0. They put up 2 in the first. Foul ball. And it's 1-2. Called strike 3, and that is 1 away. That brings in Giovanni. Angel comes out on deck. So one down. Ball low and outside. That's 1-0. So Josh Giroux still on the mound. Behind the plate is Britt for Diamond Elite. There's a ground ball right back to Josh over to first. 2 down. So 2 outs. That'll bring in Angel. On deck is Dylan. Called strike. And it's 0-1. Pitch, nice curveball came in there. Kind of caught Angel off guard. It's now 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. On deck is Dylan. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Of course, nobody left. At the end of 1.5, it's still 2-0 Prime. Coming up for Diamond Elite in the bottom of the second inning is going to be Josh, Giroux, Brandon, and Carter. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, we're back. Luke is still on the mound. Behind the plate, still Dylan. That brings in Diamond Elites Josh Giroux with Brandon on deck. The reason why I say Josh's last name and nobody else's, well, Josh Eakers, because there's 2 Joshes, and that's the only way to separate the 2 out in the broadcasting part of this. So that is why. And here's the first pitch from Luke. Ball just a little bit low. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Just underway here in the bottom of the second inning. Diamond Elite trailing in this one, 2-0 so far. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball high. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 3-1. That's ball 4. So that puts Josh on with a leadoff walk. And brings in Brandon. So they're going to have a pinch runner for Josh, as Josh is the pitcher for Diamond Elite. Running is going to be, it's like Britt. So Britt might be done catching. I don't know. Usually it's unusual you put your catcher out there to pinch run. Throw over from Luke to check on Britt, and Britt's back. Britt's running for Josh. It's ball inside, so 1-0 count to Brandon. There's a fly ball to center field. Center fielder coming in. Makes the catch. What a diving catch out there in center field. And that is 1 away. Shoot. Drop my equipment here. Can't happen. There we go. Got it back. So 1 down. Ball in the dirt. There goes Britt to second. And he's in there. So 1-0 count to Carter. On deck is Ski. Britt at second, running for Josh. Ball in the dirt, that gets away, and Britt is easily going to move to third base. So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. There's a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly. Checked the runner at third. Over to first. And that is 2 down.
Let's go, kid. Great defense, guys.
So that holds Britt at third base. That brings in Ski. On deck is Reed. Ball low. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. And the 1-0 pitch. Way off the plate. Britt holds it third. As the ball got by, but not far enough. That's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. 1 runner on at third. Diamond Elite does trail 2-0. Pop fly on the infield. Owens under it, makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left, and 1 left at the end of 1.5 at the end of 2, it's still 2-0 Prime Naturals. Coming up for Prime Naturals in the top of the third is going to be Dylan, Luke, and Clay. This is Doc of USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. So Britt is still catching as we come back to live action. Dylan will be stepping in for Prime Naturals to get things going here in the top of the third. First pitch comes in, ball 1. So it's a 3-0 count now to Dylan. And here's the 3-0. Ball 4. And Dylan's on with a leadoff walk here in the top of the third inning. Checking Dylan at first. Actually, it is Angel that's running, and he is into second base with a stolen base after ball 1 coming into Luke. So Angel's running for Dylan, who's the catcher for Prime Naturals. A 1-0 count to Luke. On deck is Clay. Called strike, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. (2-0) lead for Prime Naturals. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And it's 1-2. Foul ball. Nice catch by Britt. And that is one away. So one down. That brings in Clay. Angel remains at second, pinch running for Dylan. Brooks waits on deck. There's a bunt down the third base line, and it is going to be foul ball. So no balls, one strike. Foul ball off the bat. And that's going to make it 0-2. That means Angel has to go back to second base. Throw to second. Not in time. And the pitch. Ball outside. Throw it down to the third. And they get him. So that's two down. Ball one.
They did a pitch out on purpose, guys. You knew that was coming. And you faked that.
So two down. Clay has a 1-2 count on him. And the pitch. Just off the plate, it makes it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of 3. 2-run lead for Prime Naturals. Foul ball. Ball just a little bit outside, gets away from Britt. And that'll make it count full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And 3-2. And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brooks on deck. That'll be back to the top of the order for Prime Naturals. Time called. And the 3-2. Pop fly, foul. And we'll do 3-2 again. Ball on the field, clear it out. Foul ball from, I think it was field down there at field 7, which is in the right field line. The right field area, I should say. And the 3-2 pitch. Foul ball. And it's going to remain 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. still on Clay. Clay's really battling out. We'll see if he can win this battle or Josh will come out on top. And the 3-2. Foul ball. And we'll do 3 and 2 again. And the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. And Clay won that one, so he's on first with a 2-out walk. That brings in Brooks. Brooks walked and scored his first time up. Still 2 down. Throw to first, that gets away. And Clay will make his way to second base on the errant throw. So 2 outs. Foul ball. And it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to Brooks. On deck is Jaden. And the pitch. Ball just a little bit outside. That allows Clay to go to third base. Nice stop down there by on the throw by Josh Eaker. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Clay at third. And that's 2 and 1. And make that 3 and 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Foul ball. Strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Excuse me, 1 on. That's Clay down at third. Jaden's on deck. 3-2. Ball inside. Clay will hold it third, and another walk issued with 2 outs. So runners on the corners for Jaden. Jaden also walked and scored his last time up. Timeout by the coach. Go out and talk to his pitcher. With that, we'll just take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. Okay, the conference is over on the mound. Back to the ball game here as Jaden steps in. Throw down, cut off by second base. Clay not going, didn't fool anybody. So runners on second and third. There's a foul ball, and it makes the count 1-1 to Jaden. Owen on deck. Pop fly foul. Just out of the reach of the first baseman, which is Nate. Which makes it 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a line set in the left field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going to score 1 run. And Prime Naturals lead it 3-0. So that brought in Clay. Moves Brooks to third. Jaden on with an RBI single. Owen steps in with runners on the corners. Caden on deck. Called strike. That's runners on second and third now. Foul tip. And it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Two outs, 2 on. 1 run in so far this inning. Ball low and outside. And it's 1-2. Foul ball out of play and remains 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Caden on deck. Here comes the 1-2. That gets away. And everybody holds where they are. Makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 3 outs. However, Prime picks up 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left at the end of 2.5. Prime Naturals 3, Diamond Elite 0. Coming up for Diamond Elite, it's going to be Reed, JP, and back to the top of the order with Cam. This is Doc of the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. It's live action here between Diamond Elite and Prime Naturals. Broadcast here on USSSA Sports Network. And the pitch, foul ball. And it's a 0-1 count to Reed. Snowball's 1 strike. That bring JP on deck. He'll be followed by Cam, will be the third batter this inning. Ball high. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a ball in the dirt. And it makes it 2-1. Another ball in the dirt. That's going to make it 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Reed. Ground ball foul, and makes the count full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Just getting underway here in the bottom of the third. Diamond Elite does trail 3-0 though. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 1 away. So 1 down, that brings in JP. On deck is Cam. It's called strike. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Pop foul right here in front, just to the right of us, and just out of the reach of Dylan. That makes it 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes.
Top hand through the baseball. Top hand through the baseball.
Call strike 3, and that is
Hey, Cam, you got to be aggressive here.
2 outs. That brings in Cam.
Here. It's on his leg. Hey, gappers, baby. Right center, right here. Let's go. Get it started, kid. 2 out round.
The ground ball to third, fielded
Gotta beat it out. Gotta beat it out.
over to first,
And a boy.
and he's safe.
There you go.
Don't be fancy with it. Get him.
So charging error to the third baseman on that one. On the errant throw. Good throw, would have definitely had him. So that puts Cam on first. Jaden is on deck, or at the plate rather, sorry, and Nate on deck.
Gotta get up and throw. Let's go.
Ground ball to third. Mishand a little bit. Throw to first. And they get him.
Let's go. Make it up.
And that's 3 outs.
Make it up on the back end.
So, no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left at the end of 3. It's a 3-0 game, Prime Naturals. Coming up for Prime Naturals is going to be Caden, followed by Lucas, and then Sammy. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, here we go. Caden steps in. First pitch is a ball. And it's an 0-1 count. Or excuse me, a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Britt still behind the plate. Swing and a miss. Josh still on the mound. It's a 1-1 count now to Caden. Ball low, 2-1. Lucas is on deck. Sammy would be the third batter of this inning. Shows bunt. And it's foul ball. That's going to make it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the count goes to full with that pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball. And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is 1 out. That brings up Lucas. Sammy on deck. Ball just a little bit inside. And it's going to be 1-0. Perhaps a little chin music there from Josh. So it's a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Call strike on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. And 1-1. Foul ball or fly ball down the right field side. Caught. And that's 2 down. Looked like it was foul coming off the bat from where I'm standing. So 2 down. That brings in Sammy. Giovanni on deck. Fly ball. Shortstop's under it. Makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. So 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. At the end of 3.5, it's still a 3-0 lead for Prime Naturals. Coming up for Diamond Elite, it's going to be Nate, Britt, and Josh Eaker. This is Doc with USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Nate steps into the batter's box for Diamond Elite here in the bottom of the fourth inning to get things underway. So ball 1 to Nate. Just underway here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. I believe that evens the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike, and that's 1 and 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of fourth, just getting underway. Britt on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 away. So that brings in Britt. Britt singled his last time up. There's a line shot in the left center field. That's getting down for a hit. Nice cutoff by the center fielder to quickly get it back in and hold Britt to a single. So Britt is 2 for 2 on the day. So 1 out, 1 on. Brings in Josh Eaker. Josh Giroux on deck. And the pitch, ball low. It's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Check on Britt at first. He's back in time. Called strike, and it's 1 and 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, 1 on for Diamond Elite. And the pitch. 2 and 1. Called strike, and now it's 2 and 2.
Go, let's go. Keep your feet moving.
Ball low. Count goes to full. Throw down to first to check on Britt. Britt's not going anywhere. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that's ball 4. So runners on first and second with 1 out. That's going to bring in Josh Giroux. With 1 out, 2 on. Brandon on deck. Coach calls timeout to go out and talk to his pitcher. We might see a pitching change here, and we will. Let's figure out who they're going to put in. Looks like number 13, Giovanni, will be the pitcher. So with that, let's take a quick break. This is Doc, the UTROPA Sports Network. All right, folks, we're back. Giovanni is about to throw his first pitch into Josh. He does, and it's called strike. So an 0-1 count. Runners on first and second. That's Britt on second, Josh Eaker on first. One down. And the 0-1. Call strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Call strike 3. And that is 1 away. So it brings in Brandon Carter on deck. And here's the pitch. Ball just off the plate. That is 2 outs. My bad, folks. It's been a long inning. So it's a 1-0 count. Called strike. So 2 down. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brandon. Runner at second is Britt. Runner at first is Josh Eaker. Diamond Elite still trails 3-0. And the pitch. Off the plate. Ball 2. So 2-1. Foul ball. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on. Bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left at the end of 4. Diamond Elite trails 3-0. Coming up for Prime Naturals is going to be Giovanni, Angel, and Dylan. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back with top of the 5th action. All right, folks, we're back to live action. Top of 5. Giovanni steps in. Angel on deck. And Josh is still on the mound. So here's the first pitch. The ball just a little bit outside. It's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. And it is 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch, 3-0 to Giovanni. Again, on deck is Angel. He'll be followed by Dylan. And then Clay. And the pitch, ball low. And the 4-pitch walk to lead things off here in the top of the 5th for Prime Naturals. That brings in Angel. Coach is going to call a timeout, go out and talk to his pitcher. This might be, well, let's see. Won't speculate anything at this point. All right, so Josh will stay in the game. Regroup the infield, pitcher catcher, and we're back to the action here. And there's first pitch. Bunt foul down the third base line. That's going to be 0-1 to Angel. With Giovanni at first. Actually, it is. He's got a pinch runner. It looks like Sammy's running for. And it is. It's Sammy running for Giovanni since Giovanni is the current pitcher for Prime Naturals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. Here in beautiful Oldsmar, Florida. Field number 4. Called strike 3, and that is 1 away. So 1 down. That's going to bring in Dylan. On deck is Luke. And there goes Sammy. Throw down. And he's safe. So ball 1 to Dylan. There's a bunt right back to Josh over to first. 2 down. That does move Giovanni to third. Excuse me, Sammy, who's running for Giovanni, to third. So 2 down. That brings in Luke. Clay on deck. Called strike. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. 2 down. Foul tip in the glove. And it is 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Pop fly foul behind us here. And we'll do 0-2 again. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball 1 comes in there, so make it 1-2 now. And the pitch. And excuse me, Sammy thought about coming on that pitch, but he did not, and that makes it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Call strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left at the end of 4.5. It's still 3-0. Prime Naturals coming up for Diamond Elite. It's going to be Carter, Ski, and Reed. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Sorry about that. Just a little technical difficulties. The base hit in the left field by Carter to start things off for Diamond Elite. So runner on first. Ski steps in. Reed on deck. His ball outside. That's 1-0 as Carter holds it first. Fly ball in left field. Nice catch. And that is 1 away.
Good rip, good rip.
So 1 down that brings in Reed. JP on deck. Ball inside. And it's 1-0. Ball high. 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Reed. Carter remains at first. Diamond Elite does still trail by 3. JP is on deck. He would represent the tying run. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And that is ball 3. So 3-1 is the count. And make that 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Ball low. Throw down by Dylan. Oh, ball 4. So runners on first and second with 1 out now. As a 1-out walk is issued to Reed. That brings in JP. On deck is Cam. Ball inside, and it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes from Giovanni. Runners at first and second. Tying run at the plate. There's a line shot in the left center field. Caught. Nice running catch to the center fielder, and that's 2 down. So 2 outs. That brings in Cam, who still represents the tying run.
Stay aggressive now.
On deck is Jaden.
Hey, win it now.
Throw it. Take it back. Let's go.
And there's first pitch. Ball high. 1-0.
Hey, we got to do damage, though. We're not looking for walks here. We need runs. Come on. Driver's seat, son. Shine his light.
So 1 ball, no strikes. Called strike.
Even it up. Let's go.
And 1-1.
That's the last one. No more of that. Head on it. Let's go.
Foul ball. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes,
let's
2
fight,
outs, 2 on.
Short
Diamond
up,
Elite does
good.
trail by 3, as I indicated earlier.
Win the battle. Let's go, kid. Put in play. All right. Evened
Make
up.
that
evened
2-2.
up.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes,
Let's go, kid. Come on.
2 outs, 2 on.
Got to win it here. Can't look. Let's go.
Bottom of 5. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. At the end of 5, it's still 3-0 Prime Naturals. Prime Naturals coming up for them is going to be Clay. Back to the top here with Brooks and Jaden. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. A new pitcher. It's JP on the mound for Diamond Elite. Stepping into the batter's box is Clay. On deck is Brooks. As we get things underway here in the top of the 6th. Bump foul. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Clay. And the pitch. Ball up and outside. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Ball high. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Ball high. 3-1. Ball outside, and that is a leadoff walk issued by JP. That brings in Brooks. Brooks has walked twice, scored once. It's the same thing with Clay. He's walked twice and scored once. There's a fly ball. Left field, left center. Left fielder comes over, makes the catch. I believe that's Brandon out there. He'll throw to first base. Not in time. That's 1 out. So 1 down. That brings in Jaden. Throw over. That gets away. Clay is going to go to second base. So runner on second for Prime Naturals. Pop fly, foul, right behind us. And it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike.
This is my beat right here. You see all this thing?
Called strike, and that makes it 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Clay at second. There's 1 out. Ball drops in just a little low and makes it 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check the runner. Second, they get him! So get Clay at second base. And that's 2 down. So Jaden has a 1-2 count on him. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Call strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left at the end of 5.5. Prime Naturals 3, Diamond Elite 0. Coming up for Diamond Elite is going to be Jaden, Nate, and Britt. This is Talking to Triple SA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, here we go. Leading things off here in the bottom half of the 6th is going to be Jaden. He'll be followed by Nate and then Britt. Diamond Elite need 3. And Giovanni's still on the mound. And Dylan's still behind the plate. There's a ground ball right back up the middle. Nice try by the shortstop. Nice throw by the left. Well, attempt by the left fielder, overthrown, but nonetheless, Jaden's on with a single. So leadoff single, that brings in Nate. Britt is on deck. Called strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 away.
Go, Taylor, turn 2.
So that brings in Britt, who's 2 for 2. Josh Eaker will be on deck. He's 1 for 1. Tying run is Josh Eaker. And the pitch. Ball low, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Called strike, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Or excuse me, 1 out. My apologies. That's Jaden at first. Ball low, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Throw over to first, back in time. And the pitch. Ground ball. Just foul. And it's going to make it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on.
Look, you gotta get there though.
Diamond Elite still trails by 3.
See where it's going now.
And here comes the swing and a miss. So actually a foul tip. Sorry about that. And that's why it's still 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball off the plate. That makes the count full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now. And here comes the payoff pitch from Giovanni. Towering fly ball left field. That ball is foul. And we'll do 3-2 again. And here's the 3-2 pitch. And runners on first and second. So the tying run steps to the plate with 1 out. And that is in Josh Eaker. Josh Giroux on deck. Ball just a little bit up. It's 1-0.
Go, Sarto, let's go.
Runners get their leads. And there's the pitch. It's a ground ball, first base side. That gets through the right field. Right fielder goes to first, off target. Throw comes home, and the bases are loaded with a single by Josh Eaker. Now that brings in Josh Giroux with 1 out. Time runs at first. Go ahead, run is at the plate as we speak. And here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Timeout call by the coach for Prime Naturals. Go out and talk to his pitcher. And with that, we'll just take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, conference is over. As we start to get things going here, back going, I should say. And that is ball 2. So 2-0 to Josh Giroux. On third base is Jaden. Second base is Britt. It's called strike. 2-1. And first base is Josh Eaker. Strike 2. So 0-2 now. Or excuse me, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's a pitch to Josh Giroux. Call strike 3, and that's 2 down. So bases remain loaded. That brings in Brandon. Carter on deck. Brandon flew out to right field, center field his first time up. Ball high. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball, foul. And it's 1-1.
See where it's going. Third base going your way.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Giovanni gets a sign, delivers off the plate, 2-1. On deck is Carter. 2 down in the pitch. Ball 3. Now Giovanni has nowhere to put Brandon. And that means if he does walk him, that would cut the lead 3-1, but that'll also put the tying run at second base. And here's the 3-1. Fly ball. Left field coming in. Shortstop's calling it. Makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. And that is the ball game. So final score here is 3-0 in favor of Prime Naturals. That inning, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, then 3 left. And that's the final, folks. So thanks for joining us here. Coming up next is going to be R3 13U Blue versus the Prime Naturals. This is Doc, the Utah State Sports Network. Thanks for joining us, and please come back and join us for the next game following this one. We'll see you then, everyone.